You think your daily drinks are keeping you healthy? Fruit juice for vitamins, tea for relaxation, and maybe warm milk before bed. But after 60, what if I told you some of these healthy choices could quietly raise your stroke risk overnight? As we age, our blood thickens, our vessels stiffen, and our circulation slows down. That one evening drink, the one you think helps you sleep or boost your energy, could actually be stressing your heart, your brain, and your arteries while you rest. In this video, we reveal 9 common drinks that could quietly harm your brain health after 60, and most importantly, how to enjoy them safely without giving up the habits you love. Stay tuned, because drink number 9 is the one almost every senior relies on, and it might shock you. Drink number 1, orange juice, the healthy morning habit that spikes your risk. A glass of orange juice, bright, refreshing, and packed with vitamin C. For decades, it's been seen as the perfect start to a healthy day. But for seniors over 60, that innocent-looking juice can quietly raise stroke risk when timing and pairing go wrong. Here's why. Orange juice is pure fruit sugar, even the natural kind. When you drink it alone, especially on an empty stomach, your blood sugar spikes fast. In younger adults, insulin quickly manages this rise. But after 60, insulin sensitivity declines, and blood sugar takes longer to stabilize. The result? Temporary inflammation, thicker blood, and extra stress on your arteries, especially if you take blood pressure or cholesterol medication. Meet Susan, 71, who never missed her morning glass of orange juice. For years, she believed it was her daily dose of health, but she began noticing headaches, dizziness, and fatigue before lunch. Her doctor later explained that her healthy juice was causing sharp morning sugar spikes, followed by sudden drops, silently stressing her circulation and brain. The takeaway? Orange juice isn't bad, but it needs strategy. After 60, skip drinking it alone. Pair it with protein or fiber, like eggs, yogurt, or oatmeal, to slow sugar absorption. Or better yet, eat the whole orange instead of the juice for added fiber and steady energy. Handled wisely, orange juice remains a refreshing source of vitamins. But after 60, timing, balance, and awareness turn it from a sugar trap into a true ally for your brain and heart.
Drink number 2, coffee, the morning energy that can backfire after 60. For millions of people, that first sip of coffee is more than a drink. It's a ritual. The warmth, the aroma, the comfort. It feels like life itself. It's the one thing that makes the morning feel complete. But here's something most people over 60 never realize. That same comforting cup could quietly be putting stress on your heart, your brain, and even your blood vessels, especially if it's the first thing you reach for after waking up. You see, coffee works by stimulating your nervous system. It tells your body, wake up, move, think. But caffeine doesn't just wake your brain. It also tightens blood vessels, raises your heart rate, and slightly increases blood pressure. Now, in younger adults, that's no big deal. Their blood vessels are flexible, their hydration levels are high, and their heart adapts easily. But after 60, things change. Arteries become stiffer, the body loses water faster, and caffeine's stimulating effect can suddenly become a circulatory stress test. Let's take Robert, age 68. Every morning he'd roll out of bed, skip breakfast, and pour himself 2 big cups of strong black coffee. No sugar, no milk, he'd say proudly, thinking he was doing the healthy thing. But by 10 a.m., he'd start feeling dizzy, lightheaded, sometimes even a bit anxious. He ignored it, until one morning he stood up too fast, felt the room spin, and nearly fell. When his doctor ran some tests, the truth came out. Dehydration and caffeine spikes were silently raising his morning blood pressure, thinning hydration in his vessels, and making his circulation unstable. That's the hidden danger. Not coffee itself, but the timing and the context. Your body, after 60, wakes up in a naturally dehydrated state. So when you drink coffee, a mild diuretic, before even sipping water, you're amplifying that dehydration, stressing your vessels, and forcing your heart to compensate. Over time, this can lead to microclot formation, poor oxygen flow, and that heavy, tired but awake feeling many seniors can't explain. Here's the golden rule. Always start your morning with water first. Let your body rehydrate before you stimulate it. Have a small meal, even a banana or oatmeal before your coffee. Keep it to 1 cup early in the morning, never late in the day. Because caffeine later in the afternoon doesn't just keep you awake, it keeps your blood pressure slightly elevated all night long, preventing your body from entering deep, healing sleep. Coffee itself isn't the enemy. It's a tool. Used wisely, it sharpens focus, boosts circulation, and even protects the brain. But after 60, every sip should come with awareness. Handled with care, that cup of coffee can stay what it's meant to be, a warm moment of comfort, a small daily joy, and a boost for your heart and mind, not a hidden trigger for pressure and fatigue.
Drink number 3, protein shakes, the healthy supplement that can quietly strain your kidneys after 60. You've seen the commercials, tall glasses of creamy shakes, promising strength, vitality, and energy. For millions of seniors, protein shakes became the modern breakfast, quick, easy, and healthy. But what if that daily drink, the one you believe is protecting your muscles, is quietly overworking one of your most vital organs? Let's talk about what really happens after 60. Your body doesn't process protein like it used to. The kidneys, your natural filters, start to slow down. Every scoop of protein powder, every extra gram your body doesn't need, creates waste that your kidneys must filter out. And when that waste builds up, it doesn't just affect your kidneys, it thickens your blood, raises your blood pressure, and silently stresses your heart. Meet Paul, 69, a retired gym coach who prided himself on staying young. Every morning, he'd mix 2 scoops of vanilla protein with milk, oats, and a banana, his power breakfast. He felt strong for a while until the fatigue crept in. His ankles started swelling. He'd wake up with dry mouth, pounding heart, and pressure behind his eyes. When his doctor ran tests, Paul's kidney markers were elevated. His body was struggling to clear out the excess protein it didn't need. Here's the part most people miss. Most protein powders aren't just protein. They're filled with sweeteners, preservatives, and hidden sugars that spike your insulin and cause dehydration. Combine that with age-related kidney slowdown, and your fitness drink can become a silent stress test for your organs. The fix? After 60, protein still matters, but quality and timing are everything. Focus on real food, eggs, beans, lentils, fish, or Greek yogurt. If you do use shakes, choose a natural, low-sugar powder like pea or hemp protein. Always drink extra water. Your kidneys need it to clear the protein load. And remember, more isn't better. It's balance, not bulk. Handled wisely, protein shakes can support strength and recovery, but ignored, they can quietly exhaust your kidneys, stiffen your arteries, and leave you wondering why your healthy habit makes you feel heavier instead of stronger. After 60, it's not about chasing muscle. It's about protecting the machine that keeps you alive. Drink number 4, coconut water, the natural hydrator that can unbalance your heart after 60. Coconut water, light, tropical, and often praised as nature's perfect drink. It's refreshing, packed with electrolytes, and promoted as the ultimate hydration booster. But for seniors over 60, especially those on heart or blood pressure medications, this natural favorite can quietly throw the body off balance. Here's why. Coconut water is high in potassium. While potassium is essential for heart rhythm and muscle function, too much of it, especially when your kidneys slow with age, can build up in the bloodstream. This condition, called hyperkalemia, can cause irregular heartbeats, muscle weakness, or even sudden fatigue. And the scary part? It often gives no warning signs at all. Take Janet, 72, who started drinking a glass of coconut water every night instead of soda, thinking it was a healthy swap. Within weeks, she began feeling unusually tired and lightheaded. A routine checkup revealed elevated potassium levels interacting with her blood pressure meds. Her healthy habit had quietly strained her heart. The golden rule: coconut water is still beneficial, but moderation is key. Enjoy it occasionally, preferably during the day, and not alongside potassium-rich foods like bananas or leafy greens. If you're taking heart or kidney medications, talk to your doctor before making it a daily ritual. Handled wisely, coconut water remains a refreshing, natural source of hydration. But after 60, even nature's best drinks come with fine print. Balance, timing, and awareness turn it from risky to restorative.
Drink number 5. Black tea, the comforting classic with a hidden twist. Black tea, bold, rich, and comforting. For millions, it's more than a drink. It's a ritual, a moment of peace, a warm hug in a cup. It wakes you up, sharpens focus, and feels like the smarter choice compared to coffee. But after 60, even this timeless favorite can quietly play a double game with your body, one that affects your brain, heart, and circulation without you realizing it. Here's how. Black tea is naturally rich in tannins, those plant compounds that give it that strong, earthy taste. But tannins also bind with iron and certain medications, reducing how much your body absorbs. Over time, that can lead to subtle fatigue, low oxygen in the blood, and dizziness, especially if you already take blood pressure or thyroid medication. And there's another hidden factor: caffeine sensitivity. As we age, the liver processes caffeine more slowly. What once felt like a gentle boost in your 30s can, after 60, linger for hours, raising nighttime heart rate, disturbing sleep, and increasing morning blood pressure. That's why so many seniors wake up tired, even after sleeping all night. Their heart never truly rested. Take George, 79, a retired bus driver from Ohio. Every evening after dinner, he'd sit with his wife and sip a strong cup of black tea, his quiet reward for the day. But over the months, he started feeling lightheaded in the mornings, his hands trembling slightly, and his memory foggy. A checkup revealed the reason: elevated nighttime blood pressure and low iron absorption from years of drinking black tea too close to meals and bedtime. Here's the simple fix. Enjoy black tea earlier in the day. Morning or lunchtime is best. Avoid drinking it within an hour of eating or taking medication. Stay hydrated. Balance every cup with a glass of water. Handled wisely, black tea remains your comforting daily companion, a reminder of warmth, balance, and energy. But ignored, it can quietly disrupt your heart rhythm, your rest, and your brain clarity. After 60, every cup should serve your health, not steal from it. Drink smart, and let this classic comfort truly comfort you.
Drink number 6. Diet soda, the sweet deception that ages your arteries. It's sugar-free, 0 calories, and guilt-free. At least that's what the label says. But what if I told you that your favorite diet soda might be aging your arteries faster than time itself? For decades, millions have trusted diet or zero sodas as the safe alternative, especially those watching their weight or blood sugar. But behind that fizzy sweetness lies a hidden truth. Artificial sweeteners like aspartame and sucralose don't raise blood sugar directly, but they trick your brain and gut in dangerous ways. Meet Harold, 68, who proudly swapped his regular cola for diet soda years ago. He thought he was making the healthy choice: fewer calories, better control. But over time, he began feeling strange chest tightness after meals and occasional headaches. His doctor's scan revealed early arterial stiffness, a warning sign of aging blood vessels. Here's what scientists have uncovered. Artificial sweeteners disrupt the gut microbiome, leading to chronic low-grade inflammation, the silent process behind hardened arteries and insulin resistance. They also confuse your body's sugar response, causing insulin spikes even without sugar present. The result? Your arteries slowly lose flexibility, your heart works harder, and circulation suffers, especially dangerous for anyone over 60. The golden rule: if you crave fizz, go natural. Sparkling water with lemon, a splash of real juice, or even cold brewed tea can satisfy that craving without tricking your body. Diet soda might promise zero sugar,
But for your heart and arteries, it can quietly deliver the opposite of health. Drink number 7. Milk. The nighttime tradition that can thicken your blood after 60. A warm glass of milk before bed, comforting, nostalgic, and the bedtime ritual many of us grew up with. But after 60, that soothing habit might be quietly working against your heart and circulation. For years, milk has been seen as the perfect nighttime drink, rich in calcium, protein, and tryptophan to help you sleep. But here's what most people don't realize. As we age, our digestion and circulation change, and so does the way our body handles dairy. Meet Eleanor, 72. Every night, she'd sip her warm milk before bed, believing it helped her rest. Over time, she began waking up with swollen fingers and mild morning headaches. Her doctor noticed slightly elevated blood pressure and thicker blood viscosity during routine tests. The reason? Milk, especially full fat, can increase calcium and saturated fat levels in the bloodstream right before sleep. During the night, when your circulation naturally slows, thicker blood moves sluggishly through narrower arteries. This creates the perfect setup for microclots and morning pressure spikes. And if you're already on medications for cholesterol or blood pressure, that extra nighttime fat load can quietly make things worse. The golden rule: milk isn't the enemy. Timing and type matter. If you enjoy dairy, choose low-fat or plant-based options like oat or almond milk, and have them earlier in the day. Save your evenings for light, hydrating drinks like chamomile or warm water with a slice of lemon. Handled wisely, milk can still be part of a balanced diet. But after 60, even a comforting childhood ritual deserves a smarter, heart-friendly twist.
Drink number 8. Red wine. The heart-healthy myth that can backfire after 60. For decades, red wine has been praised as the secret to a strong heart and long life. Doctors, TV shows, and headlines all said the same thing: a glass a day keeps your heart okay. But after 60, that story becomes far more complicated. Red wine does contain antioxidants like resveratrol, which can protect your blood vessels in theory. But the problem isn't the wine itself, it's how your aging body processes it. Meet George, 68. Every evening he'd pour a small glass of red wine, convinced it was doctor-approved. Over time, he began feeling lightheaded in the mornings, his sleep quality dropped, and his blood pressure crept higher. Here's why. After 60, your liver and kidneys become slower at processing alcohol. Even a modest glass can stay in your system for hours, thinning your blood and dehydrating your tissues overnight. That dehydration thickens the blood by morning, creating a rebound effect that strains your heart and circulation. And if you take blood pressure meds, statins, or blood thinners, the combination can quietly magnify the risk from irregular heartbeat to morning dizziness or clot formation. The truth: the heart-healthy wine myth only applies to small amounts and to much younger, metabolically healthy adults. The smarter choice? Enjoy wine occasionally and never daily. Always have it with food and plenty of water, and avoid it within 3 hours of bedtime. Handled wisely, red wine can still be a social, enjoyable drink. But after 60, it's not a prescription for heart health. It's a luxury that demands respect, timing, and balance.
Drink number 9. Energy drinks. The hidden heart strain after 60. They promise energy, focus, and vitality, a quick way to feel young again. But after 60, these flashy cans hide one of the biggest threats to your heart and brain health. Energy drinks are loaded with caffeine, taurine, guarana, and sugar, a chemical cocktail designed to push your body into overdrive. For younger adults, the body can handle short bursts of stimulation. But after 60, when your arteries are stiffer and your heart rhythm more delicate, this sudden surge can turn dangerous. Take Richard, 71, a retired truck driver who loved staying active. Before his morning walks, he'd grab an energy drink just for a boost. Within minutes, his heart would race, his chest tighten, and he'd feel lightheaded, but he brushed it off as age. One afternoon, after another drink, he collapsed with a rapid heartbeat and severe dizziness. Doctors later found he'd suffered an arrhythmia, a heart rhythm disturbance triggered by caffeine overload and dehydration.
Here's why it happens. Energy drinks spike adrenaline and blood pressure, forcing the heart to work harder. Meanwhile, the high sugar and caffeine cause dehydration, thickening the blood and increasing the risk of clots or stroke, especially in seniors already on blood pressure or heart medications. The reality? That energy isn't real energy. It's your heart running in panic mode. The takeaway? Skip the energy drinks entirely after 60. Instead, fuel your energy naturally with proper hydration, light stretching, a morning walk, and real nutrition. Your heart will thank you. Handled wisely, your body can stay energetic and alert at any age. No chemicals required. But ignored, these boosts can quietly become one of the most dangerous daily habits for older adults. After 60, real vitality comes from balance and patience, not buzz.
Final message. After 60, every sip matters. It's not about fear, it's about awareness. After 60, your body changes in quiet, invisible ways. What once gave you energy, focus, or comfort can now push your heart, brain, and circulation beyond their limits. Coffee, tea, milk, juice, even water. They're all part of a healthy life when handled with timing, balance, and respect. The secret to longevity isn't avoiding everything. It's understanding how your body works now, not how it did 30 years ago. Start simple. Drink water through the day, not just at night. Move heavier caffeinated drinks to earlier hours. And most of all, listen to your body's quiet signals. A dizzy morning, a pounding heartbeat, a foggy head. Those are whispers from your body, asking for balance. Handled wisely, every sip you take can protect your brain, strengthen your heart, and extend your years. But ignored, even the healthiest drink can quietly rewrite your future. So the next time you lift a cup, pause for a second. And remember, every sip is a choice between strain and strength, between aging faster and living wiser. Share this with someone you care about, because awareness is the first step toward living strong, clear, and full of energy at any age. And tell us in the comments, which of these 9 drinks surprised you the most? Your story might help someone else live longer and live better.